Welcome, fellas. First piece of mail. Hey, player, please read. Player, I got a little situation. I've been taking your advice and it worked well. I've been talking to different women. There was this one girl that I wanted really bad, but she started playing the mind game with me. So I cut her off. I've been on 4 to 5 dates seeing different women. After 4 to 5 months, she hits me up with a text saying she is free and wants to hang out with me Friday or Saturday. I'm talking to 5 girls right now, but I really want this one. Should I cancel my plans for Friday to hang out with her, or should I change my plans and go out with her Saturday? I mean, I never saw this coming. She pushed me to the crib. No, she is all over. Now she is all over me. So she kicked you to the curb. Now she's all over you. Wow, it's just true. What they say, these women always come back around too. It happened time and time again. When I move on and see other women, anyways, what should I do? Well, if it was me, she blew it, in my opinion. Because obviously, now look at it like this. Okay, I know your head's all blown up. Oh, she's so hot. Okay, here's how I look at the situation. And this has helped me out and steer my game in the right direction. She blew it. She got to earn her way back in. Okay? So I would not cancel my date just because she stomps her foot and says she's available. Like a trained dog, you run to her. She whistles, and you come like a dog. So Andrew, are you a fucking dog or are you a man? Let her wait on you. That's what I say. So I wouldn't, just because she's free now, fuck that shit. Okay? Now, I don't know what your situation is. I get the feeling she might have had a boyfriend back then. Okay? In that case, she's justified. Because I don't believe in you guys chasing after girls who are seeing someone else. You know, that's a waste of your fucking time, and that's stupid. You get your ass killed and shot these days. So, if she had a boyfriend back then she would get a little bit extra consideration. But if she was just dating casually and she'd put me at the #1 slot, fuck it. Okay? By the way, you're probably going to do it anyway, but if she did that to you back then, she'll do it to you again in the future also. Okay? So do not write me about her. I don't even want to know about what happens. I've already gave my advice, and that's it. You guys you don't listen sometimes, and then you go out and it fucks up on you, then come back and ask me about the same bitch. I don't give a fuck. You know, if you weren't smart enough to listen the first time, then suffer the consequences. I'm not saying you personally, Andrew, but you know, other fellas have done that. Okay. Next one, Jeff. Been getting headaches lately. Okay. Hey, Supreme, I would greatly appreciate your help with the situation I am having. I used to be a nerd in high school and college. I had one girlfriend at the end of college, never slept with her, was still a virgin until 23. I am not ugly. I am actually very good looking and go to the gym. I was just shy and got messed up by the pickup artist advice for a while. I started dating a lot after college, meeting women online and making out with them. I was slowly improving in the game. What I wanted back then was just one woman who would always love me and I would love back. Okay, that love is not guaranteed, Jeff. Okay, that's one thing you gotta understand. People change. They fall out of love, they fall in love, in and out, in and out. So that's a sign of insecurity also within. You want a woman to love you forever and wash your feet and all that stuff, and she'll be there forever. It doesn't exist. I'm sorry. Let me take that back. Unless you find a soulmate. Even then, it was one famous speaker said a soulmate is like a turd you can't flush. They keep popping back up. All right. Then things changed. I met one woman online who I found out to be an Olympic athlete. I took her for an amazing first date, slept with her on the second date. I lost my virginity to her and have been going out with her for a year. She is everything I should want in a woman. This sounds familiar. There was another brother who was dating an Olympic athlete. a couple of years ago. However, I've been getting headaches lately. I'm constantly thinking that even though she is a perfect woman and my parents like her, that I'm going to cheat on her because I haven't been with many women. I don't want to look back realizing she is the only woman I have been with. I have high ambitions and I don't think I can fulfill them when I am tied down. This sounds like that same fella a long time ago. Tied down and married to another woman and have kids. I am starting graduate school in 2 weeks, want to get my doctorate and work in a hospital, make a website and perhaps enter politics eventually. I feel that love is a temporary disease and marriage is a thing of the past. Well, you're talking to a fellow that actually believes in love, and I do believe in marriage. I don't believe in this crap going around, same-sex marriages and females marrying each other and people marrying their dogs and shit, but I do believe in the old archetype of marriage as a good institution to bring man and woman together. I realize, the world's fucked up out there. We live in a Sodom and Gomorrah these days, so it's fucked up. And one of the reasons people have fucked up ideas about marriage. I feel it is impossible for me to be with one woman ever. Uh-oh, that's going to be a problem, and this is giving me headaches. The thought of going against societal norms and perhaps never married, never having kids, and losing her, lowly I know, and the thought of that if I stay with her, I will be with a gorgeous, loving woman, but may not have my ambitions fulfilled. Well, you got a big decision ahead of you there, fella. The player lifestyle isn't all that it cracks up to be. It's no bed of roses. In fact, a real player is normally one of the loneliest men on the earth. I had women in and out, but they were not. Let's say that I was lonely at times also, and I deliberately put myself in timeout on Tuesdays so I had this little box that would get cable, someone's cable box. I think it was a black box, something like that, but it was an old one, and I would, or maybe it was just a regular cable box. Anyway, it was on the old cable circuit, so I got this anime station, and Tuesday nights I would have a date with myself, I guess as girls say it. I would get some microwave popcorn and some licorice and some hot tamales, and I would sit there and I would watch the cartoons. I would take a night off on Tuesdays sometimes. Towards the end of my game, I really started doing that a lot. I enjoyed it. So a player can really be one of the loneliest people out there. All these women I had, and I didn't really have any real true friends when I think about it. They were there because the sex was good. Who is to blame? Hello, Supreme. Hope your camping trip went well. Yes, it did. Thank you very much there, Max. I just listened to your latest video and heard you talk about men and women in relationships. Now it takes two people to make a relationship. A relationship expert says even when a man is at his very best, he can only be responsible for 50% of the relationship. Do you believe a woman can still leave the man even if he is a true alpha male? Well, if you're on this channel looking for answers, you're not even an alpha male anyway, so don't worry about it. Don't let that word alpha come into you guys' mind, because alpha males are out there doing stuff. They're starting their own businesses. They're dating lots of women. They don't have problems in this area. Even the ones that cannot activate their alpha male characteristics and translate into business, then they end up in jail. They still have had women. They're not struggling in the game. He goes, and the man can only take 50% of responsibility. I believe it's half and half. But as leaders, as men, we got to lead her in the right direction that's more positive instead of getting all childish and angry and yelling and all that kind of. I don't believe in that kind of shit. I believe in communication, sitting down and telling her what you want from her. Okay? It's up to her to comply or not comply. If she doesn't comply, then she might want to seek another ship. Okay? That's how I like to do my life and my thing, the way I do my thing. Let's see. New book coming. Yeah, you'll see one next month. I'm getting ready to go on vacation as of tomorrow, so I'm not going to be doing too many shows while I'm out there enjoying myself. I really need to get away because I'm starting to, start slapping imaginary flies and shit. hanging out with this community and some of the questions I get and some of the people I've dealt with, and just it can get to you sometimes when you tell someone, the simple logic of stuff and it just goes over their head. That gets to me. And it makes me, what? Like when you hear Jovi and I talking, what? It gets to me. I don't get how people can't see the simplicity of things. 50 hellos, 50 how are yous. Yo, Supreme, I know I saw this somewhere in the old 7 Steps, but I forgot where. Anyway, when I do go up to girls in the streets or anywhere to say hello, do I do it in passing by them or stop them in the tracks? Both. And every other kind of way you can think of. Okay? And can I do this assignment without getting choosing signals? You're supposed to do it without getting choosing signals. Okay? So every female you see, and they don't have to be hot. Your goal is to learn how to socialize yourself, and just like what I have in my 7 Steps program now, I'm teaching the fellas how to socialize themselves. Okay? So I kind of expanded the 7 Steps into a program. It covers about 17 days now. So if you guys have issues with women, you're shy, you're introverted, you definitely want to get that program. Okay? And I'll put a link to it right below down here. If you're having trouble getting women, if you don't know how to run your life, if you want to learn how to fuck women and give them nuts, I put everything in 7 Steps. Okay? I broke it down in 7 different sections. Even section, how to look good out there, how to fuck. I show you how, the woman's vagina. I even have photographs of her G-spot, where you want to put your finger and do a come here like motion on her G-spot to give her an orgasm. All of it. You get it all. So 7 Steps is totally complete. I also added stuff to it, confidence kicker and some other stuff in there to really fatten the program up. So when you walk out of there, you should be able to walk over there and get some females. Now, next thing you might want to do after that is look at doing some internet dating to supplement yourself, because you're going to get busy. You also want to maybe look at taking my dance program so you can start going to nightclubs and using this new stuff. But you don't have to. You can still take 7 Steps and just sit there in the streets and learn how to get women. Okay? I'm going to show you how to get women, how to do it, the way a player does it, the way I've done it, the natural way. So all that PUA stuff of running up sideways at females, you won't get that. You get it straight up and raw. Okay, fellas? Let's see. Uh-oh. It's too late now. The Dating Truth, she agreed to an interview, so I'm going to email her back and tell her next month. Let's hook it up in September. All right. My goal is to put together a series of interviews with women gurus out there and offer that to you fellas. Girl with bodyguards. Let me check my time. I'm at 13 minutes. Last weekend I was at a club with some friends, and after the club, we was going to this fast food restaurant. When I stepped in, I scanned the room, noticed this hot girl was sitting. Why am I hearing about something from a long time ago? There, can you see me? Okay, sit in the corner and gave me 2 to 4 seconds of eye contact 2 times and twinkle at me once. What is a twinkle? Is that she batted her eyes or something like that? The problem was that she was sitting with 3 huge dudes that looked like they would punish me in face if I stepped over. And I didn't know if any one of them was her boyfriend. So I didn't do anything about it. What should I have done in that situation? Well, first of all, you should have done a damn thing about it. 3 huge motherfuckers and 1 girl. You don't know who they are. One of them could have been her boyfriend, and she's just flirting, because women like that do like to collect attention. It makes them feel good. So they use chumps and other fools to get their eye look on, so you start staring at them and thinking about them. It makes them feel good. Not you, because you get all nutted up. Don't know how to handle shit. Okay?